Hey everybody, it's Ken Van Every with Keller Williams Realty, your local real estate market economist. And today we're talking about property condition. So we're going to go over the property condition descriptors and how property condition affects you as a buyer, what you should know about property condition as a seller, and how it affects pricing. So just for clarity, we are talking about conditions which are assigned when a property is entered in the MLS and can be part of a search when somebody's searching for a property. So the first thing about you need to know about property condition is this is assigned by the listing agent. There are no particular standards or guidelines that are used to assign the property condition, and it's not policed by anybody. So it's certainly a discretionary decision by the listing agent. Now, we have three important condition types that are in our MLS currently. The largest number of properties are rated average or average plus. The next number where conditions are signed are the fix-up TLC, or fixed TLC we call it, and then as is the smallest percentage. And you will see that there is a relatively large percentage where listing agents do not assign any of these conditions to the property. So for sellers, property condition is going to determine how their property shows up in the market. Is it competitive? Who is the target audience? Obviously, to get top dollar, sellers want to go for top condition that is compatible with the home and with its neighboring area. For buyers, property condition is important because some buyers might say, well, I'm willing to do some work. I don't mind making repairs. They look at it from they're getting a better value because they're willing to do this sweat equity. Some buyers, move-in ready is important to them, and so they need a higher property condition. Buyers also need to be aware that the type of financing they have will determine many times what types of properties they can look at and the condition that they're in. So they need to be aware of that. I often get calls from people who say, I'm willing to look at fixer-uppers, but their financing won't let them buy something with condition issues. All right, we look at the rough guidelines. As I said, there's no rules about property condition, but the highest condition category, it's a fairly wide range. We're looking at properties that should be well maintained at least. They could be dated or they could be very updated, but they're in generally good condition. And again, there's no rules in terms of how these get assigned. Average, the average plus condition, they should be compatible with pretty much all the types of financing, conventional, VA, FHA. Normally this category should be compatible. For the fix-up TLC properties, these are known to have condition issues. They're known to need repairs. Generally, you would not consider them move-in ready, and probably are not going to be compatible with VA or FHA requirements because they do have condition standards in their appraisal process. As is, again, usually there are known condition issues. The primary message in an as-is property is the seller doesn't intend to or cannot make repairs. They're not going to negotiate the repairs, and often you see that paired with inspections or for buyer's information only. They're not going to negotiate any repairs based on your inspections. For financing, you really ought to consider renovation financing for as-is properties. So finally, let's talk about how condition tends to affect the price. Now, this is not a cause, it's an effect, but it's very interesting. So in the data set I studied for the same types of properties, the average plus properties had a median sale price of around $257. Then you see as we go down in condition, they're lower values. So the fix-up TLC were only for the same similar characteristics properties only sold for 172,500, and as is sold the lowest at 164,900. So you can see fix up DLC were 60%, 67% of the average plus, and as is were even lower at 64%. Now, interesting, the ones where no condition was specified by the listing agent sold at about 16% lower than the average plus. So we're probably seeing a blend of these conditions, these lower conditions mixed in. Well, I hope you found this helpful, and again, my name is Ken Van Every with Keller Williams Realty. Please feel free and contact me with your questions. You can call me at 302-529-1857. Reach me on Facebook at Integrity Residential, and you can text me at the number shown there. Feel free to email me at k.van.every@kw.com. Thank you very much.